Hey everyone, my name is Rodney and I'm just big boned. It is day 110 of my weight loss journey, and today I've been thinking about a question that was posted the other week on the Man Shakers Facebook group, and the question was, what have you sacrificed on your journey? And my first response was, I've sacrificed nothing. I've kept in things I like. I've made things work for me, and it's been easy. I haven't felt like I've sacrificed anything. But the more I thought about it, the more I realised I actually have. I have made sacrifices, and I think the difference between making a sacrifice and making a sacrifice was it hasn't felt like I've made any sacrifices. So I'm going to talk to you about the sacrifices I've realised I've made, and some things for you guys to consider when it comes time for you to make certain sacrifices in your life for your weight loss journey. And so, the first thing that's really hit me, what I've sacrificed is I've sacrificed some sleep, because I used to wake up at 7 in the morning and I wasn't finding that I had enough time to get everything done that I needed to do and still get out for my walk and get to work on time. So I started waking up half an hour early, and that was a lot better for being able to fit things in. So I've sacrificed some sleeping time, which is hard because, I'm by nature I'm a bit of a night owl, so I'm not used to waking up at 6:30. Even 7 was a chore waking up at 7, let alone 6:30. And for those of you thinking, well, why don't you go to bed earlier? I have. So that's the other thing I've sacrificed. I have sacrificed that little bit of extra time at night, and this was time that it was my time. My wife and son had gone to bed, so it was just my time to chill out and watch some more TV or do some stuff on the computer or do whatever. So I've sacrificed other things for my weight loss journey, other things, my time and my enjoyment time. So that's sort of one thing I've sacrificed. I've sacrificed too certain coping mechanisms. Mainly, I've sacrificed, when I'm stressed or whatever, turning to something yummy and sweet. When I'm stressed, I haven't been going there and indulging in those things I used to do. And it's not sacrificing food, it's sacrificing a coping mechanism. So that means I have to adopt a whole new other set of coping mechanisms as well, which is, it's not easy, it's hard. And these are some of the things that I've realised I've sacrificed. Sometimes they don't seem like big things, but if I was told at the beginning of this journey, you're going to have to sacrifice sleep, you're going to have to sacrifice, your downtime at night, and you're going to have to, adopt whole new coping mechanisms, that's going to be overwhelming. But over the course of my journey, as I've gradually realised, all right, I've got to do this now, I've got to do this now, that has made it a lot easier to make these sacrifices. So that's probably the first point I wanted to make about sacrifices, is gradually adopt them. Don't make huge sweeping changes overnight. In fact, just make small changes at a time and gradually start to make more and more sacrifices, because after a while you realize, after you've sacrificed something, you can cope without it, and that's where it doesn't feel like a sacrifice anymore. That's when you then sacrifice the next thing and the next thing, and then you realize you've made massive changes to your life without making a massive change. This massive change is overwhelming, guys. Like, it doesn't matter who you are or how committed you are, massive change is overwhelming. And we've spoken before about the neural pathways in the brain. If you're trying to make big changes all at once and stay on that, then you're going to revert back to your old patterns. But by making these changes, gradually forming new patterns, new habits, and then when they become ingrained, then make the next lot, it seems seamless. The next thing about sacrifice is know what you're willing to sacrifice and know what you're willing to not. Okay? Don't ever sacrifice time with family. Alright? That's the important thing. If time with the family is by doing doing things like going out and eating and sort of things that aren't conducive to your journey and your growth and your change, you can still have time with the family. Just do something different with them. Alright? Don't sacrifice your health. Okay, this is why extreme diets don't work. Eventually, people get a lot sicker. So work out what it is you're willing to afford, what you can afford to sacrifice, what you're not, and make sure you don't sacrifice the things that are important. Right. And I think the last thing I just want to say about sacrifice is really what you're sacrificing are parts of yourself. But know that these are the parts of yourself that are weighing you down, and they don't match your ideal self. Like, we have two selves. We've got our ideal self, which is how we see ourselves and what we aspire to be, and then we've got our actual self, which is who we really are. And who you really are right now is what got you into this weight. And you need to sacrifice these parts of yourself in order to become your actual self, and that's what makes it all worth it. Okay, so when you're struggling with the sacrifices, just remember that. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer in future videos, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to them in the future. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe and follow me on my journey. I've got over 100 of you now following me, so this is fantastic. Tomorrow I'm going to do a special 100 subscriber video for you. But if you want to join the 100 people that are following me on my journey right now, please hit subscribe, follow me. I need all the help and support I can get. It's because of you guys that I've made it to day 110. Thank you so much for watching, and just remember, I'm not fat, I'm just big boned.